Over the past 72 hours, the Middle East has witnessed one of the most dangerous escalations in decades. The United States has directly bombed Iranian nuclear sites. Iran is retaliating with missile attacks on Israel. And the world holds its breath as fears of a wider war intensify. In this video, we break down everything you need to know: facts, timeline, analysis, and what's next. On June 22, the US launched a massive air and missile campaign, Operation Midnight Hammer, targeting Iran's underground nuclear facilities in Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan. B-2 stealth bombers dropped deep penetrating bombs. Tomahawk cruise missiles were launched from US Navy warships in the Gulf. The US Defense Department claims these strikes inflicted severe damage on Iran's nuclear infrastructure. In response, Iran fired 27 ballistic missiles toward Israel, targeting strategic sites near Tel Aviv, including Ben Gurion Airport, while Israel's Iron Dome intercepted many. Some hit targets, wounding dozens. Israel has since launched retaliatory strikes on Iranian missile launchers and radar stations in Yazd, Parchin, and areas near Tehran. The UN Security Council met urgently. Russia and China condemned the US strikes as violations of sovereignty. A resolution calling for ceasefire, backed by Russia and China, is likely to fail due to expected US and UK vetoes. Meanwhile, France, Germany, and the UK are urging Iran to avoid further escalation. Back in Washington, the Biden administration defends the strikes as necessary to halt Iran's nuclear ambitions. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei, is facing pressure from both hawks and moderates. Iran's public messaging says all options are on the table. That may include withdrawing from the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. But some analysts believe Iran will choose a strategy of escalate to de-escalates, responding forcefully, but stopping short of all-out war with the US. Israel, on the other hand, is determined. The IDF says they have other goals beyond what the US is pursuing. Their objective: cripple Iran's missile and nuclear capabilities through sustained strikes. The fallout from this confrontation could be immense. Oil prices are already climbing due to tensions in the Strait of Hormuz. Regional proxies, like Hezbollah in Lebanon or militias in Iraq, might soon join the fray. Cyber attacks could target Israel or US infrastructure. And the risk of miscalculation grows by the hour. Middle East analysts are warning that this could spiral into a broader regional war involving Lebanon, Syria, and even Gulf states in the coming days. Here's what to watch. 1. Further Iranian retaliation, especially via proxy forces or cyber warfare. 2. More Israeli airstrikes deep into Iranian territory. 3. Diplomatic moves, especially whether the US and EU can push for backdoor negotiations. 4. Public pressure in Iran, as the population braces for potential war, calls for restraint or regime change may rise. 5. And US domestic politics, if Congress gets involved, the scope of US action might change. This conflict is evolving by the minute. Subscribe for verified updates and in-depth analysis as the story unfolds.